Billy Beige here. So, San Diego Comic Con is happening this weekend. Everything. It's super cool, super fantastic. Hiya Toys said they were going to have some reveals and stuff like that. And we're already seeing some pictures for stuff. And just like, first off, we're finally seeing Godzilla X Kong's Kong. And it does not disappoint. It looks fantastic. I like the articulation they're showing in the legs there, where like the hair is covering up like the twist at the hip right there. The alternate heads look right. They look like how Kong looks like in the movie, and I'm so excited for that. I don't want a dog on SH Monster Arts Kong at all, or SH Monster Arts really, because like people who love them. I have some of them now. I love the ones I got, but like this guy looks like Kong, and that's fantastic. Um, the other thing they have there is they have the Stylus series uh, Shimo, right by him, and that looks really cool and really big too. Um, I I like the Stylus series. It's real neat. If you prefer statues, it's fantastic for that. It's wonderful. I'm I'm getting like the exquisite basic art. Exquisite base is the articulated stuff. Stylus series is just the statue stuff. I'm getting the exquisite basic version of Shimu, so I don't need the Stylus series there. That's neither here nor there. But then they also showed off that they're going to have a Godzilla 2000. It has where it's labeled for exquisite basic. It's under the approval process, so bearing all things going forward, that we could see this figure coming out. And right now it just has where it's just the sculpt of it. It's not an articulated uh, test shot or anything like that right now, or a 3D print with the articulation there. It just has where it's the sculpt. That's it. It's exquisite basic, so it will be articulated when it does get approved. And I mean, so far with everything that Hiya Toys is putting out, it's coming out, it's getting approved, it's doing well, it's doing fantastic, and I'm so freaking excited for this because at least so far, with all the Hiya Toys stuff for Exquisite Basic, if it's Godzilla, it's about like $59. So I'm just looking at these. I know they're going to be like in that 7-inch tall range. I know it's going to be $59, and I'm just getting more and more excited. The next one is the GMK Godzilla Mothra King Ghidorah, Godzilla. That vicious looking, just jerk Godzilla. Another jerk Godzilla. I love when he's the bad guy. This is where he is a jerk, and I love that. It it looks great. The claws on him. This one actually has where it's articulated in there, where you see the articulation points of how it's going to be. I'm excited for it. It's again like it's still under approval process, but it's further along in that production process. Now we have the articulation joints marked out in there. That's fantastic. Right by him is that 1993 Mechagodzilla right there. I'm here for that. I passed on the Super 7 Mechagodzilla because I was like, he looks good. He looks good. But this one, I know he's going to have a lot of great hinges. I just have this feeling in those arms right there. It's going to have a hinge right underneath like the metal plate for the top of the shoulder to the bicep there, and then a hinge going into the forearm there. So he's going to have like a double hinge. I just know it. I just know it, and I'm so excited for like how much articulation he has, or he could have there. I passed on the most recent Monster Arts version of him, and I'm glad I did because the potential to get this into, because like it's going to be like 2025 when this stuff comes out, if it you know how it goes with licensor approval and stuff like that, because it's pending approval and all this stuff. It's probably going to be like 2025 when like a pre-order goes up for this, or probably when we're going to get it. And I'm time to get on that exercise bike, time to get fit, make sure my health lasts long enough to get this is like, I know some people have where it's like, hey, toy toys aren't life, But I mean, like, I like having things like this to look forward to. Like, hey, coming in March, man, I got this going on. I got this trip planned. I got this work event. And then, like, 1993 Mechagodzilla's coming out too, kind of stuff like that. That's kind of stuff I like. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. Because Hiya Toys just, I don't want to say like they are like, oh, they win. But I'm like, this is, Hiya Toys is doing it right for Comic Con. They're bringing the heat with this. Uh, but I will say again, like I don't want to pit Hiya Toys against Monster Arts and vice versa, because like I feel like they're two different entities and just how they're constructed and just how they move. I like how Hiya Toys move because they're sturdy. They don't pop apart, though I am okay with ball joints. They don't pop apart very easily, and like they take their time. Like after that first Godzilla they put out, they seem to take their time and make sure you get a figure that has where it's solid. And if it has where it has an issue, they more than likely they're gonna put out a second version because like I imagine they'll put out with like Mechagodzilla. I bet just saying it right now, calling it right now. I bet they put out like a standard kind of like powder coat kind of looking like screen accurate one with a paint job. I bet they put out a chrome looking one next. It's got to be some kind of shiny chrome version of Mecha like the 1993 Mechagodzilla probably the next thing they use this mold for because if they put out one Godzilla, they put out like three versions of that on that mold. So like Mechagodzilla will probably be like same kind of case where they put out one and they'll put out two other versions of like this figure here. We'll probably get a battle damage version of this. The possibilities are going through my head right now. I'm so excited about this. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. Do you think that Hiya Toys? Did you think Hiya Toys is going to put out any of these figures this year, or have like hints to it, or just show it off like that? Do you think this is fantastic? I can only think of positive things right now, guys. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. Been Billy Beige. Anything else pops up like this, I'm going to do a short video on it. So subscribe and like, share, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.